title of this video is it really new? And you may automatically know where I'm getting to here. I spent the last 15 minutes trying to get just one of the fucking stickers off of my used game. Okay, this is again the MotorStorm Pacific Rift case. The only sticker that should ever be there is this one right here. And this one's one of the advertising stickers that the corporation that actually manufactures the games puts those stickers on there. I don't mind those because they go with the fucking game. But what GameStop does, and they still do this now, is that they still put a sticker here, they put a sticker here, and then they still put a sticker on the back. As you can see, the stain won't come out. And that annoys the hell out of me. It always will because, for the used prices that we're paying, we deserve better than this shit. I don't care. GameStop, you want to charge an arm and a leg for used shit? Better cases, better conditions, and a story if you want me to continue purchasing from your store. Now, getting on to the debate of whether or not GameStop's so-called new is really new. I've been doing my research for several months now, and the end result is no, it's not new. GameStop, every single time you sell a game and you're selling it as new, you are breaking the law in all 50 states. You're breaking the law. The law is known as, and I'm going to recite this here, it's called the Uniform Deceptive Trades Practices Act. One of the clauses of this particular law is, quote, represents that goods are original or new if they are deteriorated, altered, reconditioned, reclaimed, used, or second-hand. Okay, now let's stop you there. GameStop needs to understand the simple logic of new. And this is where we're going to show a little item here to prove what new is. If you go into a store and you go to buy a hard drive, this is considered new. It's still shrink wrapped. It has never been ripped open. Yes, I'm holding the physical item, but it's never been opened. Never. Now, this is the original condition of the hard drive. The original condition is where it comes out of the factory, where it is produced. So, if let's say, going on to a game case, the way that GameStop receives the game case from the factory is the original and new condition. That includes the shrink wrap. The moment that GameStop rips off that shrink wrapping, they are altering the original condition of the game. They are altering it in the fact that they are now opening and removing a piece of the original condition, which is the shrink wrapping. Any stickers that sometimes the companies put on the shrink wrapping is now removed. That's also altering the condition. When GameStop puts a sticker that says new, that is as well as altering the original condition of the game. If you bring this into any case law, it is clear as crystal what GameStop is doing. They are breaking the law every single time they sell a game as new when it has been opened and gutted. GameStop, I don't care what your policy says, your policy does not trump laws. The law always goes over your head. If you like it or not, continue to break the law because people will eventually sue your ass and will win because you are breaking the law in every fucking state whenever you do that shit. So, for all the games I purchase from your store, and I purchase them and they have a new sticker on them and they've been unshrink wrapped, I legally can sue your ass and win. So what do you think we should do here? That is the problem with GameStop. GameStop thinks that their rules are legit. Their rules are stupid. And we here on YouTube need to stop bitching about it and actually do something about it. I've actually called up the corporation and filed several things with the BBB explaining that GameStop violates the law every time they sell this. GameStop responds to me and says, okay, what is your receipt number so we can look at where you purchased it and everything. And she never comprehended what I was trying to say. This is a thing that goes on in every GameStop store. Therefore, every single GameStop store is breaking the law. It really doesn't specify how you can sue or what charges they can be pressed on, but essentially you mention to any lawyer or any judge or whatever, you talk about the Uniform Deceptive Trade Practices Act, and you say GameStop has been violating this, you're going to launch an all-out investigation immediately because they are violating this law. So look it up, guys. If you have anything to say about this, please comment below. If you have a video response, please post below. I may feature you on my channel. But remember, the Uniform Deceptive Trade Practices Act is a very real law. It originated back in the 60s or 70s, I believe. Actually, no. The law was originated in 1964. They drafted the Uniform Deceptive Trade Practices Act. They revised the uniform law in 1966. And they said that it was enacted between the 1960s and the 1970s is where they first launched this law nationwide. So yeah, everyone should really jump in on this and essentially rape GameStop the way they rape us with this bullshit every day. And on another note, this is an argument I've had with a GameStop manager. Have you ever noticed if you go to Best Buy or if you go to Micro Center, or you go to any major store, and they have what's known as open box items. All the time when that happens, right? Every single time that happens, it's always discounted. Always, no matter what, it's always discounted. I made that statement to a GameStop employee, and they had the nerve to tell me no. And the funniest thing was, I asked another employee in the same store who wasn't the manager, and I asked that same thing. I said, look, when you go to any Best Buy or something and they have an open box item, it's always cheaper than a brand new shrink wrapped box or never open box. And that employee actually said, well, he's right. You know, when you go to Best Buy or something, even though I hate Best Buy, they do not charge you full price for an opened item. So now GameStop, why don't you do that? How about this? How about every opened copy of any video game you have in the store and you're trying to sell it as new, do yourself a big favor and start selling them at reduced prices, because give it a few months or something. Once the word's out that what you're doing is considered illegal, you're going to hope that you started discounting those fucking games, because the law's going to catch up with you. You know, you may be a monopoly now, but it's going to bite your ass in the long term. Take care, guys, and look out for future content.